Hey, what's going on, guys? Yogizilla here, and we just finished our Sunday afternoon podcast on Apostolic Outlook, which it's a very different kind of podcast and not our usual thing. We usually are pretty gritty and uncensored. We also have some family-friendly stuff, and on a personal note, I just want to, you know, uh, say that one of my missions is to bring a wide variety of content and cater to different people. I know some people don't like cursing, they don't like vulgar stuff or offensive stuff. So we have stuff like Time Whammy Tea Time. Star Wars Rebels Cast is pretty PG, and we also have an Apostolic Outlook, which is probably our most tame show. But anyway, today on the Geektastic vlog, it's gonna actually be Geektastic vlog slash the Gang Minute. So that's why I'm calling it the Geektastic Minute. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these combo vlogs, where the first half will be my personal message to you guys, and the second half will be more of the stuff related to the network. Hold on here while I get the stuff set up. Getting the titles ready. I just kind of started the stream right away. There we go. And geekyantics.net is our main site, and we actually just got some new Flash fiction on there. Right now I am dual streaming on geekyantics.net, Geeky Antics channel on Twitch, and my personal channel, Yogizilla. So I try to do a lot of simulcasting because it allows me to get extra content up on our YouTube channels, our respective YouTube channel, my personal channel YouTube and Geeky Antics YouTube channel, and then it also has a little handy dandy bonus of showing up on geekyantics.net. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Let's see who's still in the chat. See Obi still lurking. And my viewer list isn't necessarily updating. It says there are more people watching. Well, I think I'm going to be doing a little stream, a real stream after this. I'm a little tired, but you got to strike while the iron's hot. Man, my beard looks crazy. I got to trim it. It's all over the place. Put some conditioner in it. So anyway, before we get into business stuff, let's talk a little bit about TV. I just finished watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 8 or 9, was it? Ye Who Enter, something like that. And if you're not caught up, spoilers are ahead. But the show's getting really good, and we're finally really getting some confirmations about who Sky really is, what her origins are, who her father is, and all that kind of stuff. The whole notion of the Inhumans still might hold up, because they can't be, because of the whole thing that happened with Marvel when they were going through tough financial times. They can't use the word mutant or any of the concepts there, but Inhumans could work. So you can have superpowers, superheroes, but no mutants. So that kills anything X-Men related or anything of the sort. But alien powers, magical powers, powers from ancient artifacts like Thor, you could do that. So the humans will work because they're not quite mutants, but they kind of are. They're evolved humans. So superhumans, that could work. Anyway, a lot of things are happening. We're wondering if the former Agent Grant Ward is whose side he's really on, if he can actually redeem himself. He wants to be a hero, and he wants to gain Sky's trust. But it's kind of hard to tell whether he's lying, if he's legitimate. It's hard to really read his intentions. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that unfolds. They finally, if you haven't caught up or you missed it, they finally found out what all those weird scratchings were that people were doing that were under the GH, what is it, 225 formula. It was actually a map of an alien city that's buried apparently under Puerto Rico. So they go there. They send the dwarves out to the little recon drones, and they short out. Apparently, there's some kind of force field that prevents any kind of electronics from working. They should have seen that as a bad sign. They sent Mac down there, the mechanic, and he ends up getting taken over by some alien, um, I don't know, a symbiote type thing. He becomes basically a drone, a zombie, just attacking Coulson and the team. And eventually, the Bobby electrocutes him on the neck, and he gets knocked out. But he ends up tumbling on the floor and falling into this huge well, and he's probably dead. Then again, the alien thing probably protected him because he's all of a sudden he's like unstoppable, an unstoppable kind of juggernaut. The show's getting so good, and I hope they make it for a few more seasons. Joss Whedon, he hasn't had much luck with TV shows. If you think about it, Firefly, one of the best shows ever made on TV, got canceled, but that's Fox for you. Dollhouse was questionable, not his best work. Buffy's really the only thing I could think of that he's written for TV that has had a real long run. And Angel had a decent enough run, but yeah. Anyway, on the screen you see this. I used this already last week, but I just kind of wanted to just get this up as soon as possible and get the vlog done and out of the way so I can focus on some streaming. It's going to be a very busy week. I'm preparing for the 1 year anniversary of the Horseplay Live podcast, and on a personal level, I'm just super excited and humbled by the fact we made it over a year now of doing that show. That's a huge milestone. Most people don't make it for over like a month sometimes. So we'll be celebrating that in episode 52. Make sure you go over to allgames.com forward slash let me say allgame now. It's allgame.com. Yeah, you could go to all forward slash podcast forward slash horseplay, or just look up horseplay, and you could find the old episodes there. But episode 52, you can listen to it live. Actually, no, you won't be able to listen to it live because we don't go live on All Games. Twitch.tv forward slash Geeky Antics, which is where I'm at right now, and I'm also on Twitch.tv forward slash Yogizilla. I'm out of it. I'm too tired for this right now. So, rather than just ramble on more, let's talk business. Geeky Antics network stuff. You'll see on the screen I have a link there, geekyantics.net forward slash services. That's coming soon. We have some flash fiction coming. You'll see a piece that I just wrote. Now, services is going to be stuff that we're going to offer. We're going to focus pretty heavily on Twitch streamers because we see a lot of Twitch streamers invest in special emotes, and icons and graphics, overlays, chibis, all that stuff, logos maybe. But then they don't do anything, with all that money they're spending, like they're spending money on equipment, a $300, $400 gaming chair and professional microphone. But the one thing that people don't spend money on, because I guess they don't know where to go, is marketing. Like, how do they grow their audience? How do they create compelling content when they're not streaming and keep the audience engaged? Build a nice website, for example, or set up a podcast so that they're not just relying on just a stream, and they can keep people interested through iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, all that kind of stuff. So that's part of the stuff that we'll be offering: marketing services, content development services, all kinds of fun stuff there. Trying to think what else I wanted to mention before. Yeah, I mean, I'm really tempted to talk more about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but this watch is really good. I'm really enjoying it. What else? On Timey Wimey Tea Time, since Doctor Who and The Walking Dead are on break for now, we'll be doing more classic Doctor Who. We're going to be doing more flash fiction, and we're considering doing a radio drama. We'll be talking about that a while. So if any of that stuff interests you, let us know what you'd like to hear more of. Leave voicemail 206-415-4987. The network's email address is mail@geekyantics.net. And for Timey Wimey Tea Time, you can just do twtt@geekyantics.net, and you'll get us. What else? holidays coming up. I know it's just a lot of people are unplugging and it gets busier. We're gonna still be on the grind. I've been doing a lot more streaming, trying to stay a lot more consistent with the streaming. Um, Obi and I have been doing more gaming nights, and we'll be doing some dual streams. Goldie Man FTW on Twitch. He's been good about hosting us. So our stream team is coming along. We're getting to have it. Janelle number 5 is doing her thing. Cupcake Noms, she joined the team, and we're still getting her all prepped to be part of our podcast and know how to work the schedule. The main thing we want to do on Twitch and also on the podcast side is kind of set up a 24/7 presence, whether it's pre-recorded stuff or live content. Obviously, pre-recorded is a little easier. And speaking of which, next Saturday, December 13th, yes, Time Away Tea Time will be pre-recorded because Stan has other obligations, but I'll be around, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very, very busy week, preparing for a huge show for Horseplay Live, and then pre-recording Time Away Tea Time. I really don't know how that's going to happen. It's going to be tough. But, well, we'll figure out a way. I feel like I'm forgetting something really big. Yes, the biggest idea is there's 2 big ideas that we're trying to work out. And a third one, but that one's going to probably be more in the future. But I've really been thinking that I'd love to do a radio, like a formal radio station that we can have on Stitcher and on our website as an embedded widget, so you can play our archive shows, and also maybe some ads and stuff that we'll have to pay the bills and grow the network. Also have incentives for people to contribute. But we'd like to have an archive, like a radio station that just plays archived stuff and also some live stuff. So we might be setting up a shoutcast server, kind of like what allgames.com has, but rather than reinventing the wheel and doing video game only stuff, we're going to focus more on a wider breadth of content, the geek culture as a whole, which we're already doing. So that's the plan. I got to talk to Andy about that, see if we could do that without interrupting too much of our other projects. But let me know if you enjoy that, because I know for a lot of people, either they don't get Twitch or they do get it, but it's not convenient when they're driving or they're at work. So if we have an audio only feed that you can listen to on any device, that'd be a lot more portable, a lot more accessible. So that's kind of one of the big things I'm thinking about there. Another idea I'm tinkering with is, since obviously most people that are on Twitch want to focus on their channel, and having them maybe simulcast to Geeky Antics will be tough unless we set up everybody with a special key that would allow them to dual stream. So I think there's a way. I was talking to Andy about it. Maybe we could just give specific people special broadcast keys so they can stream to their own channel and then to the Geeky Antics channel. Of course, they'd have to be comfortable providing us with a broadcast key for their channel for that to work, because there's little nuances in the back end we have to work out. The easier fix might be, and I'm thinking about this, is to rotate through our core team of streamers, our Twitch stream team, the people that are really engaged and trying to mutually grow our audiences, grow their audiences, and grow their own audience, and grow our audience, and collaborate, because it's mutually beneficial to do that. So I was thinking maybe we could just have it so when you go to geekyanswers.net, it'll rotate through different people. Ideally, it would sense who was actually live and play their channel, but otherwise I think I would just have it rotate through different people on like a half-hour or hourly basis or something like that. And that wouldn't be too tough to script. So the version 1.0 will be very simple. Just create like a hash of different Twitch streamers and have those variables swap out on an hourly basis or something, or just have it randomized when you load the page. So it might be completely different for different people, depending who hits the page. So I don't know. That's a trick. Would it be better to do a server side or client side? That's another thing I'll talk about with Andy, aka Yogizilla. It's a tech issue, so we have to put our heads together there. The last thing is I'd like to set up a directory for both favorite Twitch streamers and also service providers. And this will be a referral marketing, affiliate marketing type thing, so that we can help each other out. And maybe eventually for the paid services, there'll be like a referral fee. So if you do consulting work, if you freelance, we can help you out, and then some of that the money that you get from our referrals will go towards the network, and we can divvy it up whatever way makes the most sense from there. Whether it's a 10% referral fee or 20%, because it's a new customer you get that you would not have gotten otherwise. So lots of things, and with this, and this directory, the important thing about it is that it builds trust, because there'll be people that we validate, that we like, that we trust ourselves, and we're recommending, not just because there's a potential for financial interest, but because we feel this quality in whatever it is they do. So those are the plans, and I am tired, so I think I might just host someone else right now, and I will catch you guys probably later tonight after the Sunday dose. So take it easy. This is Yogi, and I'm out. Peace. Don't forget, Geektastic.net. And here's some ways to support us right here. And of course, the cutest kitten ever.